The evening sky rumbled with thunder as Robert Wells turned his old sedan into the gravel driveway of his modest cottage. At 39, Robert had learned to find peace in the quiet rhythm of small-town life. Days at the auto parts store, evenings fixing lawnmowers in his garage, and every moment in between dedicated to his 10-year-old daughter. Lily. It had been for long years since his wife, Amanda, passed away from cancer. 4 years of learning how to braid pigtails, help with homework, and be both mother and father at once. The medical bills had drained their savings. But Robert had discovered something more valuable than money, the simple truth that happiness grows out of love and gratitude, not abundance. As he stepped out of the car, rain began to pour. That's when he noticed a figure huddled beneath the old oak tree, a young woman, drenched and shivering, clutching a denim jacket around her shoulders. Miss Robert called gently through the rain. "You okay out there?" She looked up, startled. "I'm sorry," she shouted back. "My phone died, and I was just trying to wait out the storm." Robert didn't think twice. "You can't stay out there. Come inside, it's warm." The woman hesitated. "I don't want to intrude." "It's just me and my daughter," Robert said, stepping off the porch as the rain soaked through his shirt. "And she'd never forgive me for letting someone stand out in a storm." By the time they reached the porch, little Lily was already at the door, fiery red hair and pigtails, with their scruffy terrier, Max, barking excitedly at her feet. "Dad, who's that?" she asked, eyes wide with concern. "This lady got caught in the rain," Robert explained. The stranger smiled faintly. "Jessica," she said softly. "Jessica Morgan. I'm so sorry for the trouble." Lily's face lit up. "You look freezing." "Dad, she needs hot chocolate and Mom's fuzzy slippers." At the mention of Amanda, Robert felt that familiar ache, but also pride in his daughter's kindness. "She's right," he said with a smile. "Come on, let's get you warm." He found one of Amanda's cozy sweaters and some soft pants. While Lily prepared the special, hot chocolate, the one topped with extra marshmallows, Jessica reappeared a few minutes later, wearing the clothes and looking more at peace. Lily handed her the steaming mug. "Dad says extra marshmallows help heal sad hearts." Jessica's eyes glistened. "Thank you, sweetheart. You have no idea how much this means." Over a bowl of homemade vegetable stew, Jessica began to share her story. She spoke of pressure, failure, and the feeling of never being enough, of trying so hard to prove herself that she forgot how to ask for help. Robert nodded knowingly. "I used to think success was having all the answers," he said quietly, "but I've learned it's more about asking the right questions." "What kind of questions?" Jessica asked. Before Robert could reply, Lily chimed in, like, "How can I help?" Or "What do people really need?" "Those are the ones Dad says matter most." Jessica smiled through tears. "You two are wise beyond words." That night, after Lily went to bed, Robert and Jessica sat at the kitchen table, sipping coffee as rain tapped softly against the windows. "My father is William Morgan," she confessed. "He owns Morgan Financial Group. I left home to prove I could stand on my own, but I've made mistakes. I hurt people who cared about me. I thought needing help meant I was weak." Robert looked at her with quiet understanding. "Kindness isn't about how much we can give," he said. "It's about recognizing we all need the same things: acceptance, understanding, and a place to belong." By morning, the skies had cleared. Robert called his friend Danny, who ran a tow truck service, to help with Jessica's broken-down car. While they waited, Lily showed Jessica her jar of painted rocks, each one marking a happy memory. "I paint one every time something good happens," Lily explained. "Like when Dad gets a day off, or when we help someone. This one's for you." She pressed a yellow rock painted with a bright sun into Jessica's palm. "Because you brought sunshine to our rainy day." Just then, a silver luxury car pulled into the driveway. A distinguished man stepped out, William Morgan himself. The reunion between father and daughter was emotional and heartfelt. Before leaving, William approached Robert privately. "My daughter tells me what you did for her. Please, let me help you in return." Robert shook his head. "That's not necessary, sir." But William smiled gently. "Sometimes, the kindest thing we can do is allow someone else to give back." He left an envelope on the table. Inside was enough to secure Lily's education, and more. But for Robert, the real gift wasn't the money. It was the friendship that grew from that stormy night, and the reminder that compassion can turn strangers into family. Years later, when Lily left for college with the help of the Morgan Foundation, she still kept that jar of painted rocks by her window. Each one whispered the same lesson her father had taught her, that the most beautiful moments in life often begin with the smallest acts of kindness. And Robert, he never forgot that love, when shared, multiplies, and that true wealth is measured not by what we own, but by how freely we give. Whispers of Kindness, where every story reminds us that even the smallest act of compassion can change a life.